I've just been dropped off at a random location in the middle of nowhere, and my job is to use my survival and navigational skills to get back home. I was in that car for about an hour and I was blinded and deafened, so I have no idea where I am, and I'm not allowed to use my phone or any maps or any GPS devices. I'm just kind of on my own. Now, on this journey, I am allowed one call to ask for assistance, maybe requesting an item or maybe just some information, as long as it doesn't give away my location. I guess the challenge started about a minute ago when that car pulled out of here. I'm on my own. Immediately, the first thing I notice is this road sign, 500 East, 500 North. Now, that could be a clue, but for all I know, I could be in Illinois. I was in that car for an hour, and that opens up a wide variety of locations for me to possibly be at. Just gonna start walking. I'm not even sure which way is north. 500 East, 500 North. I need to remember that. It's currently 120. This bag is around 30 pounds. Just on the side of this county road. I decided to choose a direction and start walking, in hopes of finding a sign that would give me even the slightest hint as to where I was. Like I mentioned, for all I know, I could be in Illinois, which means if I'm walking, it's going to take me at least 2 days of just solid walking. You just gotta be confident, but knowledgeable, and make sure I'm not putting myself in danger. My backpack is starting to make my back hurt a little bit. There's no frame in this bag. It appears that I'm intersecting 550 East. The owner came out and I talked with her for a second. That sign back there tells me I might not be heading straight east, but for the majority of my directional vector, it's mostly headed east apparently. So that's good to know. It looks nice. I kind of want to go down there. There is a covered bridge over there. I'm gonna go down this road. Maybe there's some signage on the covered bridge back there. It was nice to be able to enjoy the nice weather and appreciate the scenery, but if I was going to make it home, I needed to focus on the task at hand. Hoping for more information, I entered the bridge. So far I just see some graffiti, mostly names, so not really helpful. I'm gonna jog over to the other side. I see a sign. This might be a gamble, but if I follow this creek, I'll be in a town eventually, and then hopefully I can figure out where I am from there. On that note, I think I'm going to use my one call. Now, I didn't mention this, but because I'm only allowed one call, who I decide to call is very important. If they don't pick up or they can't do the thing I'm asking them to do, then I'm just out of luck. Hopefully they pick up.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. Well, I guess kind of a lot, actually. I was wondering if you could bring me a pair of inner tubes.
A pair of inner tubes? Yeah, I think I've got some. What size do you need?
I'm gonna be riding in it, and I also have a pretty big deck.
Are you serious?
Yeah. If you talk to my brother, I'm sharing my location with him. Just talk with him and he'll be able to get you to here. Although you need to take an hour, so I don't have any hints on how long it would take to drive here, you know what I mean?
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Okay.
I am psyched. I am so glad he picked up. And I know I can count on him. I'm just gonna be here for a while now. So my thought is have an inner tube to sit in and an inner tube to put my bag in. I'll probably have a stick to kind of guide me. I decided to pack a swimsuit in my bag on the off chance I decided to do something like this. I'm glad I did. I packed that hat. I just found it in my garage and I thought it'd be useful. So I've developed a bit of a plan. I'm gonna follow this obviously until I hit something that tells me where I am, whether that be a town, a sign, or something. If I'm still on the creek, by the time 5:30 rolls around, I'm gonna find a nice beach and I'm just going to set up camp because I don't really want to set it up in the dark. I just hope the water is not super slow and that I'm actually able to make ground. It's kind of a weird mode of transportation, not gonna lie. After exploring the area for a bit, I decided to sit down and try to conserve my energy. Well, look who we have here. This is Tony.
Hey guys. Yeah, you cool?
Yeah, that's fine. It'll be great. Are those yours?
Yeah.
Eager to start moving again, I quickly assembled my raft and got on the water. Oh, my butt's gonna be so cold. Whew. Okay, yeah, hand me the stick and I'll try to anchor myself and then I can grab the camera. All right.
Have fun.
Thanks.
See you again.
Yeah, thanks again. Bye. Here I go. The water's not super cold, honestly. It's a little chilly. If I'm in here long enough and I haven't eaten in a while, I imagine I'd be in a little bit of danger. I'm probably going like a mile an hour right now. Once I'm out of the beginning stages, I'm gonna just put the camera away and try to make some ground because I was sitting there for like an hour and a half just waiting for him. What am I doing, honestly, though? My butt is like sticking all the way into the water. I don't know what that looked like. I'm moving probably like 2 miles an hour, 3 miles an hour, and I'm just pushing against the ground. This is ridiculous. Oh, and there's rapids up there. I use the word rapids loosely. I can't really direct myself at all. While on those tubes, the only thing I had significant influence over was which direction I was facing. My speed was nearly solely dependent on the speed of the water, and at this rate, I was afraid I'd made a bad decision. Oh, I'm going quick now, guys. Oh, dude, if I hit something sharp with my butt, it's gonna... Ooh, I can feel the rocks just nibbling at my booty cheeks. But as long as I was aiming for the faster sections, I might be able to make things work. Ah, there's just choppy rocks. Ah. I hope you guys heard that. It sounded like my thing got punctured. I couldn't check because I was trying not to slam into rocks, but thankfully nothing was punctured. I needed to be a bit more careful. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah. I'm just gonna get rid of this. It's too much to handle. It's not worth it. I'm just gonna use my hands to rotate myself. Oh, there's that big rock. Oh, I'm going straight for it. Ah! Okay, I'm safe, I'm safe. That went well. Many of these faster sections are also very shallow, so I had to make sure to lift my butt out of the water a bit to prevent hitting rocks. It hurts way more than you'd think. I have my gloves now. Okay. I was still unsure if I'd made the right decision, but it was a nice day, and I might as well enjoy it. We're chilling now. Man, guys, should I have chosen to take the creek? I'm starting to slightly regret my decision, honestly. Like, in all honesty, I am. When I'm on these like quicker sections, it feels like I'm actually making good ground. I'm at like running speed, but I'm not putting in any work. I don't really know what to look for civilization, because what if the like creek is just to the side of the town I'm looking for, you know what I mean? And there's still that chance that I'm going completely the other way. So as I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, to make this series more entertaining, what if my one call per episode disallows me from asking for the same thing, at least within a season maybe? I don't know, I think that'd be interesting. So I wouldn't be able to use inner tubes again. The reason why I didn't ask for a kayak is because that's kind of a big thing to ask for, you know, and that means I'd probably get declined, and that means I would just be out of calls for that episode, you know? What do I do here? I'm gonna go around the other way. Push. Okay, and then duck. Oh, baby. Okay. We're all good. I'm totally at a standstill right now, if you can't tell. If this kind of thing continues to happen, I'm gonna have to start like hunting or fishing, because I only have enough food for 2 days if I push it. I've been out here, I can't believe it. I've already been out here for like an hour? Is that right? So that's slightly concerning. I don't think I've actually gone anywhere, you know? It's 4:18 right now. If I stay true to my plan of stopping at 5:30 to set up camp, I'm only gonna be out here for a little bit longer, which is a little concerning because I don't think I've moved as far as I could have, but you know, you live and learn. At this point, it had been 3.5 hours since I started the challenge, and I had nothing to show for it. I still had no information as to where I was. I'm gonna try to get to that rocky beach over there, just so I can try to look around to see if I can see anything. I don't see anything. I think I'm gonna have to just keep floating if I wanna make it anywhere, you know? Man, I've been out here for a long time. Here we go. Oh, I guess it's just back to floating. It's really shallow here. Frighteningly shallow and rocky, and I'm going straight for this. Oh, and then there's more. I hope this looks cool. Feels like I'm all cut up on my butt and my feet. At least I'm moving fast. I'm thinking about getting into the inner tube like with my legs and then just kind of swimming with it. I would get a lot more wet than I am already, but I think I'm gonna have to with how slow the creek's moving. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Maybe if I lay on top of it, I'll be able to use my arms. We'll see. Oh! I don't know how I'll be able to film this at the same time. So that wasn't really working either. I'm just gonna get into it like this, maybe. Maybe this will work. Oh, and then I can sit up on it like this when it's too shallow. I'm kind of walking under the water. Maybe this will work out pretty well. I don't know. We'll see. You can see I was pretty desperate to find a way to make this faster. I was hoping to spend less than a week on this project, but with the way things were going, it looked like anything was possible. It looks like I'm heading southwest, so yeah, still no signs of entering a town or anything. I haven't even seen any houses. I'm just out here floating, guys. Whoa! Oh gosh, these ones are crazy. If I hit something, it's gonna hurt. Did you hear that? I'd been hearing gunshots all day, and spoiler alert, I continued to hear them all the way until the very end of the challenge. It's just part of living in Indiana. But yeah, you cannot be in the inner tube with your legs hanging out when you're going over stuff like that. So I hit my butt extremely hard back there, and it hurt. But in good news, this stretch of creek has been quick. It's been nice being able to just sit and actually feel like I'm moving toward something. I think I'm gonna go till 6 before I actually set up a camp. I really don't think I've traveled that far, you know what I mean? And I'd like to try to get as far as I can today. Oh, but it keeps going. It goes like this for like a half a mile, zipping down the creek. Oh, I need to find a camp. Oh shoot, it's 5:38 right now. I just kind of floated on past him without saying anything, and it was so weird. I thought he was gonna say something, but I didn't want to be the one to start the conversation. I don't know if you can read it from here, but it says County Road 425 East to County Road 275 East, 2.7 miles. And then right at the bottom, ooh, I just saw this, it says Friends of Sugar Creek, which means I've been floating on Sugar Creek this entire time. I'm headed to Crawfordsville right now on this creek because Crawfordsville is on Sugar Creek, so I'm going to be on here for a while. I can feel the air starting to cool down and it's going to start getting cold. I want that fire. I don't really know how tonight's going to pan out, but it looks like I have about an hour and a half left of daylight. I somehow managed to paddle over to this side. There we go. Pull it up here. I don't see any houses. This will be great. The main thing I'm hoping for tonight is that I'm left alone by wildlife and by people. I'm gonna take everything out of my bag. It was nice to finally be out of the water, though I still felt like I hadn't progressed that much. But at that moment, I didn't need to worry about it. I'm gonna get shoes on and then I'm gonna start making a fire because I'm really hungry. I got the fire started. I'm going to try to set up my hammock and hope that goes well. This is a really nice campsite, like honestly. So picturesque. I'd never set up this hammock before, but it was relatively simple. After a long day of travel, it was nice for things to be going well. That is cool. I've never seen this before. Sadly, all good things must come to an end. Just give it a few minutes. Oh yeah, this is awesome. This campsite has worked out so well. Like, it honestly looks so nice. Now let's just hope dinner works out. Here's what's for dinner. We have some leftover Easter ham and we have kidney beans because I couldn't find any pinto beans, so we're having ham and beans. Open up the beans. I'm gonna keep all the juice because that's extra liquid that I know is clean. So I'm gonna take the ham and I'm just gonna rip it apart. I'm a little too close to the fire. I can feel it kind of cooking me. Hopefully this is good. I probably could have cut it into smaller pieces. Get this lid for it. Hopefully that works. So I just was sitting in it to just wait for my food to cook. And beforehand I'd noticed that there were holes there, but I didn't think much of it. And then it just all started to rip. Not really sure what to do. I switched to this phone in order to let my GoPro charge. Now I don't really have the hammock anymore. I'm trying to think of a way to fix it. I kind of want to try sewing it with my paracord I have, but I don't think it'll work too well. That's really making me mad. Everything was going too perfectly. Much like the other obstacles I've run into this far, I just had to press on. Starting to simmer on that side. Oh yeah, that's what I need. In other news, I've been trying to repair this by sewing it closed. I'm just hoping it'll take my weight. I'm a little bit nervous about the holes I'm creating. They could also start to tear. Yeah, and then I'll have a bigger problem. If not, I mean, I'll probably sleep inside of this thing. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, so I finished that stitch and I'm not hopeful about it. And to stitch this together, I had to put more holes in it, so yep. That's what I thought would happen. Was that worth an hour or more? Probably not. So what if I spoke too soon? What do I do now? I have a torn hammock and the sun is going down. I haven't eaten dinner yet and it's cooking still. I'd be able to use my call to call for a tent or something. But I've already used my call. Here's my ham and beans. That's good stuff. Tonight was gonna be weird, but I already knew that. Whether I liked it or not, this is what I signed up for. I might not have the best night of sleep, but at least I had a nice fire going and was well fed. Hello. I just kind of like sewed up the hole. I just like passed the strap for the hammock back and forth between holes on either side just to kind of keep it closed while I'm in here. I feel pretty all right. Good morning. So, it's pretty cold. This is what I was dealing with last night. The camera's shaking because I'm shaking. Yeah, it was interesting. The more I moved, the more this got wrapped up around me. I'm not looking forward to getting back in the water. I was hoping for some coals to be able to start the fire back up with, but I just can't find any. I can run my hand through that and it doesn't hurt at all. So I'm gonna have to start from scratch again, which is annoying. I got the fire back up and running. While I was looking for firewood, I noticed that there's this here, and I am curious as to what it is. It looks like some sort of onion. I've been smelling onions all night. That's onion. I think this is like a green onion. It tastes like one. There we go, look at that. Interesting. So yeah, this is what I've been smelling all night. I have some peaches and some oatmeal, and I was thinking last night, why not just mix the two? It'll be like some sort of peach cobbler. I'm gonna try to drink this water bottle before I leave, and then the last water bottle will be for today's journey, which I know isn't a lot of water. And after that, I'm just gonna have to filter and boil my own water. It's gonna be weird. Here we go. I have quite a bit of fluids in here. It's pretty good actually. That was the last of my food. If I'm gonna be out here for, I don't know, more than 12 hours, I'm gonna need to eat again. So back to those onions over there. Ultimately, they are calories. There is that small chance that I'm gonna be out here another night. So I think I'm gonna go collect a whole bunch of them and try to make some green onion soup or something so I can store it in my bag just in case I need a little bit of extra nourishment. So I just got the pot on the fire, and I'm not gonna lie, I pulled it off just now and it smells like way more delicious than I thought it was going to. Like, it genuinely just smells like, I don't even know how to describe it. Kind of like French onion soup. Oh, it smells good. I'm gonna take down the camp while that's going, and hopefully I can be out of here in the next hour. So I pulled this out of the fire just moments ago and it's mostly cooked. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my ham Tupperware. I'm gonna try some of this. Is it hot? It's a little hot. Oh, that's gonna be too hot. I guess I could try this. It's not bad, honestly. It just tastes like really mild French onion soup. Here's the broth I just poured. Here's a little bulb that's all the way cooked. Let's try to eat this. You know, it's pretty mild as far as onions go, but it's eatable for sure. I'm glad I did this. Even if I don't end up eating this, I think it was still a good idea to do. This is just gonna be weight and space in my bag that I could be using to carry other things. I think I'm gonna burn it. Honestly, I'd rather sleep under the stars than use this again. I'm gonna go get some more wood. I don't want to be breathing in any of the smoke. So I need to put out the fire, but instead of bringing water to the fire, why not bring the fire to the water? Time to launch into the water. Just gonna do this. All right, hop on after it. Whew. It's not nearly as sunny. It's a little bit colder than it was yesterday. Floating along. With the campsite behind me and my onion soup in the bag, I continued onward. Starting to speed up. Oh boy. Pretty tame, honestly. But my back's getting wet. I can feel the pressure beginning to drop, so I'm getting a little bit worried that it's gonna start raining. I just hope the temperature doesn't change too much. Yeah. Shortly after leaving my campsite, the water got really shallow, but after that, it got very slow. It's really annoying. I'm thinking about moving onto a road. I don't know though, because that might end up taking longer. It's all unknown, and it's really annoying to me. The creek right now is just incredibly slow. It's honestly making me want to just walk. This might be my opportunity. I think I'm gonna push on with my paddle. For now, I guess this is my life. So I decided to stop here. I saw that there's a water pump. I might be able to walk across the field here. Is it worth it though? I don't know. Well, I've decided I'm going to try walking across that field to see if I can find a road. Just got it secured onto the side of my bag. It took a lot longer than I would have liked. It is 11:30. I've been out here for like 2.5 hours on the creek. It's starting to clear up a bit. Let's go see if that pump is working. Time to start walking. It was another beautiful day, and I was ready to cover some ground. It felt great being able to move at a consistent speed for once. Though now that I was on my feet, I needed to be careful about my energy levels, especially since the only food in my bag was my onion soup. Well, the creek is like way over there, and it was going that way. I'm gonna follow this road in this direction. My shoulders already hurt a lot. It really is just this, guys. I was determined to make it home by the end of the day, but I wasn't sure if it was possible. I only have about half a container left of water. I'm gonna keep my eyes open for a water pump. I'm along the creek again. It looks like I'm walking at about the same speed I'd be floating at. Bullet holes all over the sign. I'm gonna be turning left because that's the direction of the creek. As I get closer to town, the roads I'm traveling on will become more and more busy. As long as I stay on the left side of the road, I'll be able to see oncoming traffic and dodge accordingly. As I continued on, I began to see landmarks in the distance that I recognized. This was comforting because I failed to consider the fact earlier on that I might be on the wrong side of Crawfordsville, traveling with the creek in the opposite direction, heading towards the Wabash River. I can see an interstate over there. The creek is going this way. I think I'm gonna take this like slightly smaller side road. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little hungry. I feel fine other than that though. There's only about this much water left. And once I'm out of this, I mean, I have the little bit of water that's with the onion soup I made, but that'll be nasty just drinking that cold. It's just this the whole time. That's what I'm working with, just silence and the wind. It's pretty cathartic. This is something I've only experienced a few times in my life. Being completely alone without the use of maps or technology to guide me. Not knowing where I was, but not being lost. So much time to just think to myself. Though it felt nice, I wanted to be home. So I can see an overpass over there. Hope you can too. And I'm thinking I'm going to use it to get over I-74. Just because I'm not sure if there will be another one for a while. I'm starting to feel like I've been walking for a while with a heavy backpack on. I'm not too thirsty, I'm not too hungry, and at this rate, judging from the last intersection I went through, I'll probably be home today. Right there it says 300 north, which is the road I was on, or 175 east, which means I have about 5 or 6 more miles of walking. I decided to take a break and actually sit down. It's the first time I've sat down since getting out of the tube, so I'm gonna get some water and just rest up here on this hill. Goodness gracious. I have some good news, guys. I am in Crawfordsville, almost. Which means that that highway is Highway 47. I'm just gonna walk along it until I get into town. Cutting through this field just to get to the highway. No cars. It's good. I'm gonna walk on the left side for the same reason as before. This has been a journey. There's a narrow bridge coming up. Yeah, I have almost no room. Goodness gracious. Look at this, guys. That sign right there. I'm actually entering town right now. I've elected to walk along the ditch just for safety. It's nice being here. That being said, I don't live on this side of town. There's sidewalk over there. I don't know how I'm gonna cross this intersection. I just jogged across the intersection when it was green in my direction, and now I'm just up on the sidewalk. Easy peasy. I've been walking forever, and I'm still not even really close to my house. My legs are like, I don't know, they're on like the verge of going numb. Oh, I'm finally back home. My knees and my hips are awful, but it's primarily my knees. If there's one thing I learned today, it's that I need to get new shoes. After 25 and a half hours, I finally made it back home. I'm planning on making this a series, so if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe so you won't miss the next one. I recently hit 100 subscribers, which is amazing. I have incentives for reaching certain subscriber goals, so if you're interested in hearing more about those, make sure to watch this video. And in the comments, let me know what I should get on my sandwich next time I go to Subway.